Hello everyone, welcome to Genius channel. We'll see previous year maths questions today. Question number 69. So question number 69. Read it. The sine of the angle between vectors A equal to 2 I cap minus 6 j cap minus 3 k cap and B is equal to 4 I cap plus 3 j cap minus k cap is. You have to find the angle between, sine of the angle between these two vectors. Okay, so options they have given 1 by root 26, 5 by root 26, 5 by 26, 1 by 26. Please go through, find the answer and comment your answers. I'll give you 30 seconds for doing this question. Plus, please do fast. Okay, did you get the answer? See, that is a direct question. We have to find sine theta. That means angle between these two vectors. Now, can I write cos theta as A dot B, vector A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B? Vector A dot B is equal, cos theta is equal to A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Why? Because I know A dot B is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta, isn't it? So apply A dot B. A dot B means what is A dot B? If we are given with two vectors, how to do A dot B? That is A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2. So here 2 into 4 8 plus minus 6 into 3 minus 18 plus minus 3 into minus 1 positive 3 by magnitude of A. Magnitude of A means root of x square plus y square plus z square. So it is root of 2 square plus minus 6 square plus minus 3 square into root of 4 square plus 3 square plus minus 1 square. So that is 8 plus minus 18 minus 10 plus 3, that is minus 7 divided by root of 4 plus 36 40 plus 9 root 49 into root 16 plus 9 root 25 plus 1. Root 25 plus 1, that is root 26. Okay. So what do you get? So that will become root 49 is 7. So that will be cancelled. So 1 by root 26. So you got cos theta as 1 by root 26. Now what you need sine theta. What is the relation between cos theta and sine theta? Sine theta is 1 minus cos square theta. Isn't it? Because we know sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So sine theta is root of 1 minus cos square theta. That is root of 1 minus 1 by 26 the whole square. So do this, you will get what? 1 minus 1 by 26 square, isn't it? So just do what you are getting. Root 26. Here it is root 26, isn't it? Root 26 square. So that is root of 26 minus 1, that is 25 by 26. That is nothing but 5 by root 26. 5 by root 26. 5 by root 26. Option B is the correct answer. 5 by root 26. Okay, so what is the takeaway from this question? How to find the angle between these two vectors. Two vectors are given means how to find cos theta and sin theta. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 70. What is the value of lambda for which the vectors? Question number 70. What is the value of lambda for which the vectors 3i plus 4j minus k cap and minus 2i plus lambda j plus 10 k cap are perpendicular? Are perpendicular. Very easy, very direct question. In seconds, please do. Okay, did you get the answer? If two vectors are perpendicular, what is the condition? If two vectors are perpendicular, A dot B is equal to 0. If two vectors are perpendicular, A dot B is equal to 0. So A dot B, how to do? A1, A2, A dot B means A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2, that is equal to 0. So here 3 into minus 2, that is minus 6 plus 4 into lambda, that is 4 lambda plus minus 1 into 10, that is minus 10 equal to 0. So that is 4 lambda is equal to 16. Lambda is equal to 4. 16 by 4, that is answer. That's 4. Lambda is equal to 4. Lambda is equal to 4. Very direct question. Only the condition that you have to understand. If two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product will be 0. If two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product will be 0. Okay. Now move on to the next question. Question number 71. What is the derivative of sec square tan inverse x? Question number 71. What is the derivative of sec square tan inverse x with respect to x? All of you try, comment your answers after you get the answer. Okay, did you get the answer? What is the derivative of sec square x tan inverse x? How to do this? So you have to find d by dx of sec square tan inverse x. Okay. So for that, first take the derivative of sec square x. What is x raised to n derivative? X raised to 2 derivative is 2x, isn't it? So here 2 raised to c2 c tan inverse x. Then what you have to do? Now apply chain rule. You have to take the derivative of sec x. What is the derivative of sec x? Derivative of sec x is sec x tan x, isn't it? So sec tan inverse x tan inverse x into, you have to take the derivative of tan inverse x. What is the derivative of tan inverse x? 1 by 1 plus x square. So what you will get finally 2 sec tan inverse x into sec tan inverse x. Then tan inverse x is nothing but x, isn't it? Tan inverse x is x, tan inverse will go. So this is into, okay, into 1 by 1 plus x square, isn't it? So what how can I write this? 2 sec square tan inverse x into 1 by 1 plus x square, isn't it? Now listen. See the options. In the options, we do not have any trigonometric functions left over there, isn't it? So you have to anyhow remove that. So I'm just rewriting this as 2x sec inverse, sorry, sec square tan inverse x into 1 by 1 plus x square. Now I know sec square x is nothing but 1 plus tan square x. So this I can write it as 1 plus tan square tan inverse x into 1 by 1 plus x square. So tan square, tan and tan inverse x will go. So you will have only x here, isn't it? Square left, isn't it? So what that will become 2x into 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square. So 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square will go. You get the answer as 2x. Option A is the correct answer. So don't get confused while applying the chain rule. If a when to apply chain rule, whenever there is a function inside another function, you have to apply chain rule. So see here, I have first took the derivative of square function, square 2. So what is x square? Derivative 2x. So 2 sec. Then applied the derivative of secant derivative sec x tan x. Then took the derivative of tan inverse 1 by 1 plus x square. Okay. So you'll get the answer as 2x. Option A is the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. Question number 72. Can you do question number 72? If f of x is equal to log to the base 10 1 plus x, when, then what is 4 f of 4 plus 5 f of 1 minus log to the base 10 2 equal to? Options 0, 1, 2, 4. I'll give you 1 minute. Do the question. Comment your answers. So you have to apply the rule of logarithm here. So before that, we'll do 4f of 4. 4f of 4 means in the place of x, what you have to put? In the place of x, you have to put 4. So 4 log to the base 10, 1 plus 4. So that is 4 log to the base 10, 5. Then 5 f of 1, that is 5 log to the base 10, 1 plus 1. So that is 5 log to the base 10, 2. So now I'm going to substitute here. 4f of 4 is 4 log to the base 10, 5 plus 5f of 1 is 5 to the log 5 log to the base 10, 2 minus log to the base 10, 2. So that is 4 log to the base 10, 5 plus 5 minus 1, that is 4. 4 to the log 4 log to the base 10, 2. Now if I take 4 common, this will become log to the base 10, 5 plus log to the base 10, 2. Now tell me what is log A plus log B? That is nothing but log AB, isn't it? And what is log A minus log B? That is log A by B. Okay, if you don't know, please copy down this. Log A plus log B is log AB. Log A minus log B is log A by B. So this will become 4 log A plus log B. So log AB is log to the base 10. 5 into 2, that is 10. So that is 4 log to the base 10, 10. Now listen, log A is nothing but 1. Log A is nothing but 1. So 4 into 1, answer is 4. Option D is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer. So these many rules we have applied, this first rule and this rule. Okay, so by heart, if you don't know, by heart now itself, log A plus log B is log AB, log A minus log B is log A by B. Then log A is 1. Okay, now moving on to the next question. Question number 73. A function f defined by f of x is equal to ln root of x square plus 1 minus x is even function, odd function, both even and odd, neither even nor odd. Just try. What do you mean by that? What is even function? If you don't know, please note down. Then after that, please do. Even function means f of minus x is equal to f of x. That means even if we put minus x here, we are reaching to f of x. Then we can call it as, if f of minus x is equal to f of x, we can call it as even function. Odd function means if we put f of minus x, we are coming to minus f of x. If we are putting minus x instead of x, if we are putting minus x, we are able to take minus outside from that, or we are reaching minus f of x. This is odd function. Okay, so this question, this function, you have to check whether this is odd or even. I'll give you 1 minute. You have to try this. Just put f of minus x and check whether this is an odd function or even function. Okay, did you get what function is this? Even or odd? Okay, I'll show this. So they have given f of x as ln root of x square plus 1 minus x. So please try f of minus x. What you get? That will be ln root of minus x square plus 1 minus x, isn't it? So that will be ln root of x square plus 1 plus x. Now that is f of minus x. Now what you can do is multiply the numerator and denominator with conjugate. So conjugate means I'm doing the conjugate inside the log. Okay. So I'm just making this bracket big. I'm going to do conjugate here, root of x square plus 1 minus x. Denominator also root of x square plus 1 minus x. Inside the log, I am taking the conjugate. Okay. Now remaining portion I am writing here, that will become ln here a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square, isn't it? So x square plus 1 minus x square divided by, here I have root of x square plus 1 minus x. So that is ln this x square and minus x square will go, will get 1 by root of x square plus 1 minus x. So can I write this as negative ln root of x square plus 1 minus x, isn't it? So ln what is logarithm ln 1 by x? We can write as that L minus ln x, isn't it? So the same rule I'm applying here. So this is nothing but minus ln root of x square plus 1 minus x is f of x minus f of x. So what I got, f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So my second condition, isn't it? So this is an odd function. This is an odd function. Understood? Please go through. If you have doubts, please clear. Please, you can ask me. So this function is an odd function. So whenever you are asked to check whether it is an odd function or even function, you have to just put minus x in the place of x. Okay. So see you everyone in another video. Thank you so much. Study well. Do the problems repeatedly. You'll be able to score good marks in your ND exam. Thank you everyone.